Oi boys, welcome back to another video on the channel. We are back with another Rugby 25 minor patch. This is patch number 3. And just a reminder, the first major patch will be released at the end of this month. So we have 5 bullet points to get through. Only 4 of them are relevant to me, as the final one is to do with the Steam Deck version of the game. But yeah, let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. Starting with the first bullet point, we have improved passing. A first pass of ongoing work to improve passing has been made. First pass, I'm assuming first phase? Maybe a bit of a typo there. It says this will improve the targeting of passes to better intersect players on a run, maintaining forward momentum better and reducing but not eliminating widely missed passes. Further refinement of passing remains a high priority of ours in upcoming updates. So my thoughts on the passing in this game still feels slow at times. You'll see some examples in the gameplay in the background. By the way, I've played like 3 or 4 games. Sometimes I have gotten players to run onto the ball, not as often as I'd like, but yeah, for the most part it still feels a little floaty at times. An improvement, I'd say slightly, but still needs plenty of work. Like they said, it's the first of many phases and tweaks to come. Overall, it still needs a lot of work. There is an issue I'm having with passing now, especially at the ruck. It has to do with the player indicator. It's not switching to the intended ball carrier. This happens at the ruck a lot. Like, it takes a while for the indicator to switch to the scrum half. Sometimes if I'm adding players to the ruck, the indicator stays with the guy that's binding, and it takes a while for me to control the ball carrier. Yeah, that's something I've noticed. I did notice it pre this version of the game. Like, when trying to shift the ball, you end up controlling the decoy runner. Point number 2, it says resolved incorrect ruck scoots. This update should reduce cases where the dummy half would run forward through the ruck before being able to use the ball. It says dummy half, but we know what they mean here. And to keep it a buck, I haven't seen this improve at all. Like, you'll see throughout the gameplay that I've got in the background that the scrum half still moves forward and then takes steps backwards before going forward again when trying a pick and go. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be improved, but if it is, there's no difference for me. In the next point, they've adjusted kicking and player switch controls, so some quality of life changes. And it says here, based on feedback from the previous update, we have made a few changes to the control scheme. The quote-unquote up and under and punt kicks have been switched, so the punt is now on the A button. That's what we talked about. The up and under should be with the chip kick, as it is just a big chip kick after all. And vice versa. I actually really like that change, punt being on its own. And also switching the fullback has been shifted from Y to LB plus RB to avoid a common conflict with the tackler contest input in the ruck. That was another biggie. I can't tell you how annoying it was trying to use that tackle contest and I'm just switching to the fullback. The kicking does feel more natural now, having the up and under and chip kick together. But what I did notice, with the punt kick being binded to A or X on PS5 controller, that's what I use, there seems to be a bit of a clash when I'm trying to clear the ball out of my own end goal, as pressing A is a touchdown. I will show an example of that. I was deep inside our end goal trying to clear the ball. We ended up performing a fancy touchdown. It is good to know that that dive is in the game. I am familiar with that one. That's one of my favorite dive animations. As for the other change with the tackle contest button clashing with the switch to fullback button, I'd love to know the reasoning behind that, having it bound to Y in the first place. I was thinking maybe because Y is at the top of the face buttons and your fullback on defense is in that kind of same position. I could see that being the reason. Like the kick changes, it's gone back to a more traditional, familiar button combination. We seriously need something similar in attack for our fly half to drop in the pocket, because I tell you what, man, trying to play a tactical kicking game is tough on here. Even if I actually manage to pass to the player deep in the pocket or deep behind the ruck, there seems to be like a delay with the button press and we end up getting tackled mid-kick, resulting in a knock-on. Maybe if we have a dedicated pass to playmaker button or playmaker drop in the pocket button, that particular pass needs to be faster than a normal pass, just so it gives the attacker more time to kick, because right now it feels damn near impossible. I am a little reluctant to say we need these specific gameplay features, because maybe they have these in the pipeline and ready to come out. You know, the old pass to playmaker, getting your playmakers to drop in the pocket. We already know the rolling maul is coming out pretty soon. One of the admins teased it in the forums. That's why I'm not like,
this game needs this. this to this to this, wear this to this, blah blah blah.
It's early access, you know? All I want to see is steady improvement, and we are getting that. There is one more bullet point to get through. Sorry to go off on a tangent there, but it says improved camera. Adjustments have been made to the camera switching into gameplay after the conclusion of lineouts. Now, we would have seen an example at the start of the video, and I'll have one on screen as we talk about this. That did always throw me off whenever I would win lineouts and it would like switch back and forth. I can safely say that camera switch bug, I guess, is completely gone. I didn't know that they had quick lineouts. I did see that while I was playing a few matches, and I was kind of startled, to be honest, surprised. Albeit the pass was forward, but quick lineouts are in the game. And yeah, like I said, the last bullet point has to do with the Steam Deck. Other than that, that is all we got for the minor gameplay update number 3. I think we may get one more minor update and then the Big Daddy, the major updates. I'm so keen for that. That's all I've got for you today with Rugby 25. If you did enjoy the video, and be sure to run straight at that like button for more rugby related content or more content in general. Go ahead and drop your boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.